Hello? It lags a lot, this game. I don't know why. I am afraid that the game will crash. I hope it doesn't crash. Okay, yeah, it happens. Sometimes the game lags for me and I have to restart it, otherwise the game might crash. And in the middle of the fight, and that's not good because it will count as a loss for me, I guess. So I don't want to take the risk. Reloading the game. Okay, but you guys can see that I didn't change the deck or something. I also, hope he doesn't change the deck after seeing my deck. It shouldn't happen. Anyway, check that I have the correct army. Yeah, now it doesn't lag too much. Destroyer96. Okay, here we go. So this is the second round in the certain pieces tournament for the CEO. And interesting, both are Grandmaster. I have played him a couple times in ranked, I think. So he chose bishops and paladins. I chose knights and paladins. The reason I use knights is because I think knights and bishops are almost equal in strength in this type of match. As you can see, I have 2 drakes and more X-Men compared to him, because knights cost that much cheaper than a bishop. So I hope we can actually make a good use of the drakes. I don't think it'll be. I don't think that the bishops are going to be much stronger than a knight, but let's see. I think that in this kind of match, the bishop should cost maybe just 1 point more than a knight. It's not true in the normal CEO, but because the minions are very strong, that the knights cannot enter the position, while bishops, they can attack from far away. But in this match, the minions are not so strong at all. So the knights, they are pretty good at using the weaknesses in the opponent's position. Okay, but as always, I have always been playing without hints, so I might blunder things. I hope I don't do that. Okay, I don't want this pawn to go here and take my X-Men, for example. That is one thing I want to prevent. I can prevent it with the knight here, for example. It's not a bad move, the knight going here anyway. At the moment he's not threatening here. Actually, the ninja even covers it. He just wants to open the bishops, I guess. I want to be very careful here. At least not falling to the one move blunders. Yeah, the good thing for him is he has those pawns that are often easy to trade with the X-Men. I have found in the previous round, and also in a practice match with someone else, I forgot, with Cardon Mike. Yes, exactly, with Cardon Mike. And we have found that it's not that hard to exchange the pawn for the X-Men. And the pawn costs 2 points less than the X-Men, so that's something. Can I somehow enter here? Maybe I should have put the 2 drakes together with on one side of the board. That might have been a good idea. Okay, those knights are looking pretty stupid here because those knights are not protecting each other at all. But yeah, they are covering all the squares. I don't know what I want to do actually. Maybe I should put this drake forward to stop this pawn from moving forward, and yeah, it might get difficult for him to remove this drake if I can go here. Well, I cannot go there though. This drake only move 1 square at once. Okay. I think my defense is very solid because of the X-Men. They cover so many squares, and basically that's it. Very strong defense, but I don't know how I can attack either. Okay, this way he's protecting the pawn, and he might want to swap. This is possible. I have to. Yeah, I have always forgot about the swaps. So maybe does it make sense to go here? And no, it makes this drake a bit loose. It's not protected, only protected by the paladin here. But now this X-Men can move. Not that it's a big deal. I just don't know what else I can do in this position. If he enters, if we, for example, bring the ninja here, check. It's not dangerous, right? Still, I might want to just stop it, but yeah, the pawn can try to trade with the X-Men. If the X-Men gets to the side of the pawn, then it's really good, because the pawn cannot attack the X-Men, while the X-Men always is attacking the pawn. X-Men for 2 pawns is a good trade, I think. Ooh, it's cold here somehow. I have closed the window. Why is he going here? He wants to protect the pawn, I believe. I just don't know what to do, and if the game continues without anything happening, I'm not sure what is going to happen, actually. It's going to be a morale fight. Trying to bring the opponent to a lower morale point at the correct time. So almost everything is covered, only maybe this bishop and this bishop, they are not protected. Yeah, but those are almost impossible to attack at the moment. And in my position also, everything is covered, only this knight, which is... yeah, there are the paladins even. This drake might be a little bit weak, but it's nothing happening here. Really nothing happening. We have to have minion trades first, then the position will open up a bit, then maybe something will happen, but right now it's all closed. It's all... both players cannot do much here. Okay, if I go here, he can push this one, though it's annoying. Maybe I go here first. I'm playing on the right side here, I don't know. Can he actually do something on the left side? So yeah, I'm bringing all my pieces to the right side for not much reason, really. Maybe try to exchange the knight for the bishop. I'm not sure if not even sure if the exchanges, but at least the exchange is good for my moral points because it will win 3 points if I can trade those. So now if I attack this bishop, you can still go to the center actually, or you can go back here. He's really protecting this pawn so many times now. Now even the paladin is trying to protect that. This is... I really don't know what I can do here. Knight moving forward. He can attack it with the pawn. I cannot even... I thought I could go here, but there are 2 bishops covering this square. So if he moves forward, I just need to go back. Cannot even... yeah, maybe I can go here, but... maybe even better just go back here. If he moves the pawn forward, at least that pawn is not going backwards anymore. Can I actually go here first? No, because it takes with the bishop. So, I'm not sure about here. Maybe just back here. Because this, maybe the knight will need to go here at some point. I don't know. Just maybe. My knight can go here now, but I can go here and jump here, attacking this pawn. If my knight goes here, for example, where is this paladin going? If he goes here, okay, this guy can swap, so it can actually go to a lot of different squares. It can even go here if it wants to. Then knight goes here, he just moves the bishop back, and he's not losing the pawn or anything. Now knight going here is... yeah, but there are 2 bishops, and it's impossible to get that working. So he's probably preventing the knight from going here. My knight can enter here, and then the knight goes here, but it really does nothing. Maybe I should try to bring my ninja a little bit out. I hope, yeah, he's not threatening anything, right, by moving the bishop here. It just means he protects this pawn more. Well, now this knight cannot go back here. He must go from the edge of the board if he wants to go to the center. I just remembered that I reserved this square for the knight, but it's not so important. I have the only idea I have is the knight jumping here, attacking the paladin, and then going here. That sequence of move might get something at some point, but not at the moment. At the moment, he just moves back, protecting the pawn. This knight is also stupid though. This knight is not doing anything. If I move this forward, he will push the pawn and we get this exchange. It's not a good exchange. Maybe I want to move the paladin here because it's always those 2 bishops. Now the 2 bishops are attacking here. Okay, I was thinking to move the drake forward, but to threaten this pawn. But it's not much I can do. Okay, but now this square, yeah, it's covered by the two bishops. I can still move here with the knight. But does it do anything? Actually, now this pawn, okay, is protected twice. Still, I can go here. Who knows? If it takes, X-Men takes, the ninja is also covering this, so it's he's not able to take at the moment. I think he should stay in the third row with the paladin. He can even swap with... No, he cannot swap with this pawn due to this knight. Okay, then that's pretty good. He cannot go here to e3 because knight c4 will at least trade with the bishop. And with this one. But if he doesn't stay in the third row, then it's also either exchanging the bishop or I will win this pawn. Actually, I'm not sure if I will win the pawn, because if I take it, the knight is kind of... it's close to being trapped, yeah. Maybe the X-Man going here, then the knight cannot go back to c4. If I take this knight, this pawn. Let's just say paladin goes back, knight goes here. And then he moves the bishop back. If I take the pawn, he can move this X-Man forward. And maybe my knight is getting trapped. Okay, I can still go here with the knight though. That might be interesting. Should I go here? But as I said, he can just move back, and I am not gaining anything because I cannot take the pawn. Can I really not take the pawn? I mean, if Drake is exchanged for 2 pawns, that might even be... yeah, I'm not sure if it is good. Knight here. Let's see. If he takes, I have the knight and the ninja, so he's not able to take at the moment. If he does something crazy, it's not working, right? I think I also want my paladin on the 3rd rank, on the 3rd row, because maybe I want to swap some minions. I'm not sure which one actually. Just to have the possibility to swap things and make it a bit more complicated. Yeah, I'm not sure if he will play bishop here. Bishop go back. Take, X-Men goes here. Is there a way to save the... ah, okay, he's doing something else. So I can take here with a check. He will have to recapture, and then I can... okay, I cannot take here because bishop takes. There is a paladin. Bishop takes, knight takes, paladin takes, and something. No, so I have to retreat maybe the knight. So, but this exchange, I think I will take it because it gains me 3 points. Okay, it really releases the tension against this pawn, although this pawn is protected by 2 minions. So, Drake takes or not? Drake takes, bishop takes, knight takes, paladin takes. I don't think that's a good trade. Yeah, okay, my knight has to go to this ugly square. Wait, let me check. Does he have something like the pawn going forward? Nah. Pawn going forward I can take with the X-Men. I think X-Men for 2 pawns, it's a good trade. Moral wise it's losing 2 points for me, but this bishop attacking here is pretty scary. But yeah, but okay, there's even this knight covering it. Ninja can come, but it doesn't go anywhere, right? Yeah. Ninjas and paladins. Yeah, ninjas and paladins are the tricky pieces for me because yeah, I'm not used really to those pieces. This is almost hanging because my Drake's always attacking it. If I can attack it once more, it's not so easy for him to defend this pawn. somehow, or I just bring this knight back into the. But then he can move this pawn forward. I don't like that. What about knight going here? This knight also, it's right now it's pretty stupid. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't have any move. I can swap it with the paladins to a better square, maybe here, and maybe that is a pretty good idea. Maybe using this paladin here. But this knight also needs to be improved. This pawn is almost not protected, it's only by this guy. If I go to the center here with the knight, okay, there is two bishops. There are two bishops covering this square. So I cannot do that, unfortunately. So let's go here. I hope this is not blundering anything. If he moves forward here, okay, I can take with the Drake at least. Drake for 2 pawns. I'm not sure if it is a good trade, but it's if there is no moral points, then I think that's a good trade. But because the game can end due to moral points, and this trade actually loses 4 moral points, so I don't know. It's all about the end game. Okay, now he's pushing the pawns. I think he wants to put the pawn forward and try to exchange. And that's not so easy, really. If he moves to g6 here, the pawn, I don't like that so much. I have to give up this X-Men probably. Yuck. Okay. Interesting. This knight is really stupid. It's only preventing this pawn from going here. I have some stupid pieces here. They are not doing much at all. Maybe I should swap the king out of here actually instead of this useless moves. That this is gonna be useless anyway after the pawn goes here. My knight cannot enter. When he pushes once more, my Drake has to move, then he can take this one. Take it with the X-Men. Then my knight can go up, but not sure if it is good. The pawns being separated, it's not a big problem because you can swap the pawns around with the paladin, so it's interesting. Yeah, just continuing there. I don't think I have anything. I cannot push here because the paladin for the bishop is a bad trade. One thing, maybe I can also go forward here instead of letting him. If I go forward, he takes. Then I take either with the pawn or with the X-Men, I don't know. Maybe with the X-Men. Yeah, with the X-Men. Then it's not so bad. But my knight is gonna be stupid again for the time being. I think I have to do this. It's gonna lose 2 points. Yeah, it's actually difficult, yeah. To fight against the pawns, it's not easy. Yeah, if only there is no moral decay, I'm pretty sure I have a very good position here, but of course the game is like that. And that might also be the idea of his deck. Okay, it's not taking me. He can take me at any time, maybe that's the point. I cannot go here. This knight! This stupid knight. If I move it pawn here, I don't like that, but otherwise these are useless anyway. Should I give him another one? And then takes. It's really bad. Wow. What the heck? Let's move here maybe. What is the knight doing here? It's putting pressure on this pawn. So that the bishop has to stay there, but the bishop staying there is... It's natural for the bishop to stay there anyway. I just don't have any idea what to do. Knight going here, really, this knight's also not doing anything. So I think what he's trying to do is to exchange the pawns with the minions, and then he can try to win on moral points. So maybe when pawn takes, I should take with the... I should not take with the X-Man because it brings my X-Man close. I don't know. Maybe take with the knight, but this pawn is a bit weak. If I take with the pawn, I think it's okay. I can always swap my king to the right if I want, if I need to. Yeah, he's not gonna take it unless I force him to, which is annoying. He knows it. If I take, pawn takes, it helps him, so I cannot do that so easily. I think I just swap the king out next move. Can I push the pawn? But he just takes my X-Men then. And I take, not good because this paladin is gonna be hit by this bishop. He's putting his paladins out, which is something that I cannot do yet because I suck. This push. If I go here, he takes, knight takes. Maybe that's not so bad. I am getting kind of squished here. I don't have space, so if I go here, maybe takes, and if the bishop doesn't move, I will take it. If the bishop moves, I will take this pawn. So if he takes, he doesn't need to take, but if he doesn't take, I will move the knight finally. Which I don't think it's good anyway. Then after my knight move, he can always take here later. This is a bad trade for me generally. I just feel like I need to do something, that's why. If I just let him play here, yeah, he's bringing the paladin out. He might be swapping those pawns to the left and try to exchange the pawns again. I am 3 points up at the moment, but I will lose 2 points here and potentially more because he has the pawns. Actually, I like white now. Because if the bishops stay in the back like this, I cannot exchange it with my knights. And at the moment, my knights are pretty stupid. What? Okay. Swap. Wow. Still he cannot take it because knight takes and I will attack this pawn. But if I move the knight here, he will move forward or what? Takes, pawn takes. I cannot move this knight. There. Which is really annoying. This bishop is looking at my ninja at the moment. Which is also annoying. I cannot move forward here. I can, but it's really risky. I need to move the ninja somewhere else first. He's doing a really good job here. It's maybe here. Attacking here. What is he gonna do? If it takes here, I take the knight. Yeah, but then the drake is not attacking this pawn anymore. Takes, knight takes. Maybe this is what I have to do. sacrifice this X-Men for so that my knights can go out. Not great. This X-Men is limited by the pawn. Maybe this was something that I have to avoid. If X-Men against the pawn, I have to push the X-Men first, so that if he attacks it with the pawn I can move forward, and if he doesn't attack, at least my X-Men is a bit forward. This is why my X-Men is so backwards. It doesn't give me place for my pieces to move around so easily. Yeah, okay, I'm expecting him to take here. I might take with the knight maybe. In fact, it's also interesting to take with the X-Men because then it's threatening the Drake to go forward. Nah, the Drake can only move one square at a time. If I keep forgetting that. Okay, so if he takes, I take with the knight, I think. Then he can move anywhere actually. It's not a good trade for me. Not at all. Maybe Ninja goes here. Something. His defense is also solid because of the X-Men. Damn, I don't have a plan that can... Ah, okay, this is much better. This is much better than before. I can maybe just trade this. We should have taken here, I believe. If I take it now, X-Men for 2 pawns, that's a good trade. And I can put my... Okay, what does he have? Takes... Yeah, I think this I have to take it, right? This must be a good trade. I don't think he has any kind of trick. But let me check for a moment. I don't think he has any trick. He just wants to trade those 2 pawns for the X-Men. Let's see what let's see if it is really, is it good or it's, I don't think it's good. Should I take with the Drake now to move it forward, or with the knight? The knight from here, it doesn't really go anywhere, so I will take with the Drake, and my knight wants to go here eventually. Okay, I'm still 1 point up. He will get 2 points here. The most important thing is what? I have 1 minion more than him. That's really important. Okay, this square is weak, so if I move the knight here, for example, I'm threatening to go there. No, there is the bishop. Okay, I'm still threatening because of the Drake, but... So, knight going here, is there any reason to go there? If not, then I can just also move this knight here and going here. Not that there are many reasons to go there anyway, but the other idea is to go here, attacking this. I don't know, just getting out of this bishop's attacking line. But I also would like to swap this X-Men to the left, but that is gonna cost me a lot of moves. So it's probably not a good idea at the moment. Maybe just bring the knight here first. Okay, this Drake is not protected. Need to be careful about that. Very careful. When he takes, I will take with the knight probably, because now it's cover. It's attacking here. It's also attacking here. Wow. He's not gonna take that yet. This is yeah, annoying that he keeps it there. If I move this forward, okay, he can take the X-Men first. Actually, he can take my pawn. I cannot take it back because of the paladin hanging. I forgot about that again. So, but I think first I want to swap my king to the right. This is gonna open up at any time. Or maybe I move the paladin to the right once here, and it makes it easier to move forward with the pawn. And yeah, okay, the drake is not covered after that. Yeah, maybe paladin going here is my next move. Although he's inviting me to go here with the knight. He's really inviting me to go there. What is the idea of this paladin going here? He wants to open the bishop, or he wants to take here and do something? A paladin can enter here. That might be an idea. This is okay. That's okay. I will continue with my idea, I guess. Let's see what he has with this move. It's the only thing I know is that he opens up the bishop and he moves the paladin here, maybe supporting the pawn push. I don't think he wants to move the pawn forward. He wants to take my X-Men, right? If I move now forward, he can take it. I take with the paladin. So if I move forward, he can also take my X-Men, but then I take with the knight first. Then exchanges. Okay, he's taking it finally. But okay, now I can take with the knight as well. Should I take with the pawn or with the knight? With the pawn it's good because it's centralizing the pawn. But my knights are not so happy. Maybe I should take with the knight. Maybe with the pawn actually. Interesting. If I take with the pawn, I think I should take with the pawn. It's more solid. I can also take with the X-Men, but okay, it's not good. For my knight here, it's not good. If I take with the knight, where is this paladin going? It can go anywhere basically. Here, for example, is there a bad reason? The knight here, it's not so easy for him to move the paladin. Maybe all the way. Okay, all the way here maybe. Right. Paladin's on the edge. It's not a bad idea. One thing is I have this knight here, so if he moves here, for example, yeah, it'll lose to this move. If he moves here, the knight can go here. He can swap it. The other pawn is coming. Okay, maybe I should block this. Maybe I should block this with the pawn myself. This is, yeah. And how does he, okay, he can move to the right to cover the pawn. But this pawn might be weak. This pawn might be weak. So this, I think, is a good move. Yeah, the only thing is that I need to protect this pawn, which I don't think it's hard. I can use the drake. My idea is just attacking the pawn. He can cover it. It's not, but it's a bit difficult for him to protect the pawn. I hope to keep protecting the pawn. Actually, he cannot keep the paladin on the third row, no, fourth row, because my drake is going forward, attacking this, and this squares, and this square is attacked by the knight. Those two squares attacked by the pawn. Then if he moves here, this paladin out of the fourth rank, I will take the pawn with the knight. It's not only the pawn, but it's a fork. Wow. So maybe he needs to take my knight. I don't know. I have another knight to replace that knight. So that doesn't work. So let's say Paladin goes all the way here. Drake goes forward. He doesn't even have an entrance. He cannot even enter. Wow. So Drake here. Yeah, okay. Now Drake here, right? I can also take it with the ninja. Oh no, then he takes here. Okay. So Drake here, I believe, is the move to go. Yeah. Where is his paladin going after that? He can only move backwards. Even. He can even only move backwards. Can he take the knight? I take his paladin. He takes another knight. I take the bishop. He takes the good Drake. That might be one kind of trade, yeah, but I think that should be good for me. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I can take with the paladin, for example, so that I'm covering the Drake, so I will get his X-Men as well. That cannot be good. I don't know if that is the relative the best, but yeah. But I'm not worried about that. Okay, so this move. So now I can take here. Does he have some crazy check with the ninja? No. So I believe I'm winning here. Okay, I believe I'm winning here. I'm even taking one of those pieces with a check. It's such an unlucky configuration. Maybe. Okay, I should take the paladin, right? I should take the paladin, right? Is there a... yeah. I don't think there is any reason why not taking that. So he's attacking the pawn now. Have to cover that. As I said, I can do it with the Drake. I can also, yeah, the bishop here. It can get annoying. I think I want to protect it with the Drake. He can have some, okay. Yeah, protect it with the Drake. But my paladins are really passive. It might turn out that for the time being, his bishop is more useful than my paladin, so his position is, I suppose, gonna hold. Since I cannot really make use of my paladin very well at the moment, I think a paladin should go to the edge and move forward. Like, he's playing his paladin very well. he's swapping the pawns. Okay, it fell for the tactic actually. But strategically. Okay, 5 points up. 5 points up. And he has 4 minions. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of champions is equal, right? I have 2 extra minions for this. Okay, he's attacking here and attacking here at the same time. This is not an attack, really. Maybe he wants to take this Drake with the bishop. Takes, bishop takes, king takes, ninja takes, or paladin takes. Wow, that's really dangerous. Knight goes here, he can take it. Wow, that's dangerous. Knight goes here, or maybe he can try to attack it with the... What is this X-Man? This Drake is not doing a very good job at the moment. Okay, this is a very interesting move, really. I think I have to block with the knight here, which, yeah, blocking with a piece is not usually good. He can take my knight here and win the Drake here. Dang, yeah, what's happening? Yeah, he's still... I can maybe just give up this pawn instead of going to all that risk. The bishops are starting to show their might. If I move here, for example, just just avoiding the complications, but losing the pawn. I think this is this is a better way to do it, maybe. But he's got this the check. Okay, it's not deadly, the check. So let's see. Also, paladins are very much overvalued here. 12. I would say the paladin is not worth 12 points in this game. So my knight trading for his paladin, yeah, it's a good trade, of course, especially also for the moral points. But in contribution to the position, it's good, but not that much. Okay, so I really didn't find any plan. Do I want to bring the king out of there? Or I can stay there and try to attack this pawn instead, but maybe I need to move this back, man. This drake is difficult to defend. Okay. So that my knight doesn't need to stay there. This drake is now not protected. I feel like I moved that so quickly. I'm afraid. Okay, I'm feeling a bit scared now. Okay, he doesn't have any direct attack, I hope. Oh, this square is a hole. He can jump here with the ninja. I don't know what will happen. Then jump here, check, something like that. Damn it, I forgot about the paladin. Now I even like white. I really like white. I forgot about the paladin. It's always happening. I hate that. I keep forgetting that paladin can go through other pieces. It's ridiculous how many times I forget about that. I don't like my position anymore. I think he's in a very good shape now. Fuck. I have to say that. This pawn, I have to win it. It's blocking me. Maybe knight here first. Yeah, but I want to move the ninja here, but this pawn, this X-Man, I mean. If I have to cover it with the paladin like that, it's really weird. He might just try to push here. He can enter here. I don't know what's happening. Okay, maybe I can push this forward now that my knight is blocking his bishops. If ninja goes here, I have this move. Okay, maybe paladin, if I can get my paladin forward. And the two paladins is it's kind of maybe paladin goes here and swap with the ninja. That's the idea that I have right now. Okay, it's still 5 versus 5 champions and 4 versus 4 minions. And I'm points up while he has 3 bishops. Yeah, maybe I still like my position. Okay, if I go here, he takes. Then I take here with the ninja. Kind of. Nah. Okay, maybe he just wants to kick my knight away with the X-Man. My problem is I cannot move forward here. Okay, maybe here and then here. He can always enter here, which is annoying. If he enters here, what's the move then? Okay, I have to check and win the bishop at the right now. So he cannot really enter here. I hope. He might have some crazy, but no, I don't think so. Bishop check if I take with the Drake. Ninja check. You can just leave that. I have the paladin to swap the king, okay. So my idea was to go here, but let me check if there is a better move first. Does it make sense to move the other knight, but then he can attack it? So the knight here, I'm still blocking those bishops, and this knight is now protected by 2 minions and cannot be attacked by his minion. He might swap the pawn to the right. That puts his paladin into discovery now by this Drake. If I move the knight, it's attacking this paladin. I mean, so if he swaps, I don't think he should swap, but it's one possibility. If he swaps, I have to move the knight first. So he's now covering the square 3 times. 2 bishops, 1 ninja, so I cannot go there anymore. Takes, and not good. Yeah, he's the one attacking. Most of the game, he's the one attacking. Yeah, maybe I really need to move this paladin forward. This paladin though. 1, 2, 3. 3 moves just to go here, and then okay, what is his idea? I just don't like being blocked, maybe with by my knight. I have the idea of knight going here. It's not working at the moment. Okay, now I cannot move forward due to bishop going here. Maybe I like the king here, though it cannot be checked by the ninja because of his own pawn. But maybe moving one to the right is a good idea. I have better moves to make. Right, I must have some better moves to make. Okay, but this one is pretty good actually, because it allows my paladin to go forward. Maybe that's something I want. To move forward with the paladin, because his paladin has already found his way to the front. My paladins are still stuck and on the back. And now that this knight is very well supported, I don't mind putting the paladin here. This bishop is never gonna hit it. Why is he going there? He wants to do something here. Let's go here. Okay, it's this bishop is protected by the paladin. Maybe he wants to swap here. The paladin swaps here. It's attacking this guy 3 times so that he can take. But then take with the X-Men, he cannot really take it. So I'm not afraid of the swap. Maybe here, this is okay, he can take the pawn. That's a sneaky move, want to go knight here, but also it's attacking the pawn, so not a bad move, except it blunders the X-Man. Okay, let's see, what if he swaps here? I can just retreat the knight back here. He cannot take. Well, he can, but it's not a very good threat, I believe. Unless he has some. some direct attack, but which might happen. My king's a bit open, he's got the check. Okay, he will never check me here. Ah, he's swapping with the bishop. That's not what I expected. Not what I expected at all. What is going on now? If I go here, what is the idea of him going there? Maybe he wants to swap again. Nah, not really. I can go here attacking the bishop. The idea, still knight going here. And pick up the pawn, and he can actually cover it. Or just move this knight so that attacking this pawn is also pretty good. But this knight moving, that means this bishop's something. Yeah, I don't mind. Maybe knight going here, that's attacking the paladin, and then I can pick up the pawn, hopefully with the drake. But yeah, it's really good if I can take that pawn, because my X-Men can go forward finally. And maybe I can swap my king to the right. Okay, he's taking my knight. Why is that? Why did he take my knight? He just wants to exchange. Okay, am I still in the camera? I move it a bit to the left. Why did he take here? Okay, I have to take with the X-Men here, I believe. Capturing towards the center. Those X-Men are covering each other now. And 4 points up. 4 points up. I've got those stupid paladins though. Yeah, the paladin finally will go forward. I should be happy about that. And the endgame paladin is not so bad. Maybe. The ninja is not so good in endgame, I believe, but I'm not sure. Maybe the paladin can match the ninja in endgame, despite being two points cheaper. Okay, so he's covering the pawn with the ninja now, so knight here doesn't win the pawn anymore. And it's important for him to keep this pawn, because I cannot move forward here. He's okay. I think I should move forward here. He can try to enter here with the ninja, which looks scary at first. I don't know if it is really scary or not. Let's move forward this. Yeah, I think it's difficult for him to defend this pawn. If my paladin goes here, for example, I'm attacking it again. You can protect it with the bishop at take, and then it takes it. Ah, the king goes forward. The king. Should I go here? He can take my paladin, and then I take with the ninja probably. It's attacking the bishop even, so I think this must be good. Is this good? If he doesn't want to trade the paladin, I will take his pawn next. And if it takes, I take. I'm attacking the okay, it's not really attacking the bishop because the X-Men can take to the side. Okay, yeah, but at least I think this makes it difficult for him to cover the pawn. Makes it more difficult to cover the pawn. Okay, he took that. I think I have to take with the ninja. Scary. He can enter here, that's why it's scary, but I think I have enough pieces there to cover it. Bishop can take here whenever he needs to. My ninja maybe can go here attacking the pawn, but not immediately probably. He can attack it with the X-Man. Yeah, interesting that he starts to bring the king out. The king can help, really. The king is not a weak piece, but yeah, the ninja might be good at giving the checks and getting to better positions with checks. I think I have to move this forward, this paladin. Paladin, I would like to go here. Okay, he's going there. Indeed. So what is the idea of him going here? I also want my ninja to be in the game. Maybe here. He cannot enter at the moment. Like, here is covered by the Drake. Here is covered by the Knight. He can go here, but not so. Okay, he's attacking the Paladin. If he goes here, so he's threatening to take my Knight if Ninja goes here. Ninja goes here, I can move the Paladin forward. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I think I want to move this forward. He can, if he goes to the left, I can move my ninja, my paladin to the left as well. And when he goes back here, I can offer the trade. I'm not sure if I want to trade. Yeah, maybe. So here, if he goes to the left, I don't even need to attack that ninja. Ah, okay, if he goes to the left, I'm winning the pawn. Because this ninja doesn't threaten anything, really. So he needs to stick to the pawn, which means he has to go here. I don't know. Yeah, okay, now my knight cannot move, because if I move I lose the paladin. If ninja goes here, can I actually move the knight? He can take with the bishop first. If I go to the left. Hey, if it takes my paladin, I can take his ninja, but can the ninja go somewhere aggressive like here? Yeah, that's true. This is difficult to calculate actually. I don't know if this move is good. It's complicated. But maybe I can win without complications. It's okay, maybe the paladin here is better. In any case, he is not threatening anything, I believe. If I'm wrong, it can cost. So I really want to be careful here. But now knight here makes much more sense because everything is still covering each other, and I will win the pawn. I don't think he can keep this pawn forever anyway. It's alone there, and he cannot swap the X-Men anymore to cover the pawn. And the Drake, yeah, it's gonna be impossible for him to cover the pawn. Pawn. We're close to moral decay, and with moral decay it can get really complicated. So yeah, have to calculate all kinds of, yeah, you can say it's sacrifices. So all kinds of last hit, so to say. The last hit that will bring the opponent to zero moral points. Okay, what is his idea? He can check me here. Okay, it's not a check. He can go there, but he cannot do anything from there. So I think I can move the knight really. But here, what's the knight doing there? Maybe to the center is better. He can take it though, so not. If ninja goes here, it's really not dangerous, I believe. But then there is bishop coming here. Ah, attacking the paladin. What do I want a ninja trade or not? I think ninja trade, it should be good for me. If I move forward here, that looks really scary. Okay, he cannot even go here because of the knight. What about I go here? He cannot enter at all. I think then this is a good move. Wait. If I go there, he takes my knight with the bishop. That's pretty sick. Oh, okay. And if I take his ninja, he takes this one. And then I take here. That's bad. Dang, there is still tricks in the position. The bishop. Okay, my ninja is not doing much except attacking the pawn. Maybe I can move. Maybe I can improve the ninja. Maybe I want to trade the ninja actually. So go here. I don't think I'm falling into any kind of trick. Those X-Men are protecting each other, which is very nice. My king is kind of safe at the moment. His ninja can check from here, and from here. So he was running here. What? I didn't see that. So he can actually check me here now, because if pawn takes, it's gonna be an embarrassing pawn fork. If it checks me here, I can also go to the right. Luckily, don't have to take that. Okay, he's preventing me from going here, which I really would like to, because I want to exchange the ninjas. Maybe I can go here. Really, what about the check here? I can go, well, the king to the right, okay. So maybe here. I think the paladin should be pretty good in the end game. And also good at last hitting, because it can check a few times and then pick up the bishop, hopefully. And anyway, I'm trying to win the pawn here. Okay, he managed to keep both colored bishops. So it's always better, I guess, if you have both colors, because otherwise the opponent can use it, put all the pieces on the other color, and your bishops cannot attack them. But yeah, actually, so he has managed. Yeah, I think the trade, it's gonna make my game easier, because I also have the Drake. It can pick up the pawn, it can try to attack the king, or it's slow, but it's almost like I have one extra piece. Okay, so he's trying to avoid that. Knight here, maybe. It's attacking the pawn. If bishop takes, X-Men takes. The X-Men is not protected, and it's difficult for me to protect it actually. But how does he attack it? Okay, ninja going here, and then I cannot protect it with ninja check or anything. I can protect it with the ninja here, so I think knight here it's okay. Maybe, yeah, knight here. Wait, his ninja cannot enter my position, right? It goes here. Okay, he can still go here, covering the pawn. But then ninja check, okay. I think I like this move. If it takes, that is 3 more points. And he only have 1 more bishop, dark square, which I can try to exploit. Yeah, if his bishop is on dark square, and I put all my minions on light square, it actually makes his bishop able to move freely across the board, and maybe set up an attack with the ninja against my king. I don't know. I don't think it's working, but might also just for the words, might be a good idea to actually put all minions on the same square as the bishop, so that the bishop cannot move at all, or limit the movement. It's two different approaches. Okay, now the ninja check is really interesting. I think I should take this chance to check him. I don't know what will happen, but okay, at least I'm winning the pawn. Okay, then that's good. This just looks like a good move anyway. Yeah. Should I take it with the Drake? I think so. This speeds up my Drake. I think I want to use the Drake offensively. I don't think he can attack me so easily anyway, so the king can do... because without the Drake I can also use the paladin to attack. And it might make sense to take with the ninja because it's threatening to trade again the ninjas. And the knight might be able to go here with a check. Yeah, I like this one actually. I don't know if he wants to trade the ninja, maybe. Because if he doesn't want to trade the ninja, he needs to keep running away with his ninja. I don't think it's gonna work. I think his best chance is to trade. Drake takes, and then I will try to move my paladin forward. But move DK has started, so with ninjas traded, we will have lower points, lower moral points. Okay, he doesn't want the trade. Knight check doesn't bring anything. Want to bring this forward, but the two bishops are really limiting me. I can also move the ninja here, actually. He can check me here. That's very dangerous. No, it's not, because these guys are protecting each other. Check, I can go to the right. He's got he doesn't have this check. But I cannot check him here because the X-Men can take to the left. So this move doesn't do much either. I really want to move the paladin forward somehow, but the bishops covering everything. Yeah, maybe I should have used this Drake offensively after all. My time is running. So paladin goes, or paladin can also try to sneak in from the right side of the board, which might be easier. Okay, I'm wasting my time probably. Should just move. It's really scary. Okay, bishop here doesn't do much, right? I hope. Bishop here, ninja here is what I'm thinking about. Can also move forward now that he doesn't have this check. Check and bishop here or something. I've always this knight check. It's also, I believe it's also not easy for him to play. It's not easy for me as well. Yeah, 40 points, 35 points soon. It's the trades. Okay, he's attacking here. I can always bring it to the right, like I said before. If I go here, bishop here, I can give the check to trade the ninjas. No. I'm not sure about the check, because then my X-Man is gonna be here. I can try to swap it, but it's difficult to protect the X-Men here. Okay, he's even avoiding the trade. Okay, what I wanted to do is to go forward, but what if he attacks it and I cannot go anywhere here? This makes little sense. then to go there. What about king going here? There is this bishop. The bishops are really pretty annoying. Maybe I really need the drake. The drake can maybe fight the bishops, block some squares, or just simply control more squares on the board. The knight also is supposed to be good against the bishop because the knight is willing to trade with the bishops, but at the moment it's not looking great. If I go here, bishop here, always this bishop move again. Maybe move backwards for once. But he can try to threaten this anyway. Like, for example, ninja goes here, he's threatening the bishop going here. Have to be careful about this. Okay, if he goes to the left, I cannot go here because of the bishop. The paladin cannot go to the left. Maybe paladin can go forward once. Okay, so to cover this, so that this bishop cannot go here. Where is he? Okay, he's going here. What is it doing? It's probably nothing, not much. Okay, let's go forward. He always have this move. Bishop here. Okay, I can attack. Yeah, right. He's attacking my drake if I go there. I don't like that so much. But I can cover it with the paladin. I don't know. The paladin cannot be attacked at the moment. I will move the knight here to attack the bishop if he goes here at all. He might have some other ideas, of course, and or maybe just more defensively going here. Can always go forward again. I don't know, maybe if I move too far it can be difficult to protect the drake. So I have to be careful also, I guess. Yes, he's going there. So I think this was the move that I was thinking about, right? Yes. It's pretty scary. I'm still not decided the matches. I have, of course, the advantage. Bishops. Okay, he's avoiding all kinds of trouble with the king. Maybe I can go here. Nah. Yeah, I can go here actually. Nah, he takes it with the bishop. Of course. My ninja is not in a good situation. Okay, so I just go here, but maybe some more tricky line. This one is more tricky because it's threatening to go forward with the drake. Relying on tricks. He cannot attack it with the bishop. Tricks. If I go here, he can actually take my knight first or not? No, I can take his ninja. So if I go here, bishop takes, knight takes. If otherwise, I will take this bishop when he moves this ninja away. Or maybe he can. Maybe he will see it, of course. So anyway, this is attacking the bishop. That means he needs to go back, or he needs to move the ninja somewhere else. Nope. So I think the trick works. I can go here. Let's check it once more. Bishop goes here. Knight takes. I still have a lot of time on the clock, so it's check. If this takes, I can take it back. I know I can take the ninja. Okay, so this is working. Playing with tricks. There we go. I think if I win another piece, it will be much easier. especially one of those bishops. Yeah, because earlier my paladin have some problems going forward, as you can see. Because let's say if the paladin could have reached the back, I can have some more attacking ideas, but his bishops are really preventing it from happening. Take here or check first. Okay, you can take with the X-Man. Yeah, check first. He can block with the bishop. No, yeah, he can take with the bishop. And then when I take with the knight, he takes with this. I don't think. I think I should not complicate it. Just take here. Just don't make it too complicated. Okay, my knight has to go backwards, I think. Here or here. Here is not so great because those squares are attacked by the X-Men, so maybe here. It will come back either here or here. And the paladin's a square. Now I can attack this X-Men because this X-Men is alone. There's always the minions that is alone we can try to attack. And now that I have one extra piece, it's actually his bishop is in light, is on the dark square. He cannot cover this X-Men. So I'm going to win this X-Men even without the help of my knight. Just 1, 2. Okay, once again I want to check. My king can be checked from here, here, and here by the. But okay, he's attacking the knight. I need to be careful with the point 26. So if we can take my paladin and the ninja, my moral point is dropping to 0. And for me, okay, if I can trade the ninjas, that's gonna be game over. Knight here. Yeah, knight going here, it's attacking the X-Men. I don't have to check here because X-Men can take to the sides. I have been thinking it a few times. I can check here. I should move it a few times already, but I keep forgetting that the X-Men can take to the side. Okay, he can enter here now. It's a bit less uncomfortable. He can check from here. Okay, it's not gonna happen here. He needs 3 moves to go there. Not gonna happen. If I win the X-Men, I will have more moral points. Maybe at some point I can just give up anything for the bishop and win. Move 62. Okay. What now? Move here to attack the X-Men, I guess. He cannot move forward because I can take it. Yeah, but if I take it, my defense is a bit loose. But still alright. I can also go to the left attacking it. But it feels like my ninja is a bit far away from the action. But okay, he doesn't have really good attacking plan, I think. Check here is not dangerous, I hope. I don't know. That might be some last hit on my paladin, for example, for 12 points. If he can give a lot of checks and then in the end I take my paladin. That's gonna be super annoying loss. So if ninja goes here, what am I gonna do? Okay, he's trying to cover the X-Man, which is impossible. I can attack it again anyway. Okay, now if the knight stays here, I cannot enter here anymore. I can take here. And now exchange of ninja is going to win immediately, and soon he cannot lose the bishop. So I think the moral decay will make it easier for me from now on. He can enter here. Okay, that's one entry point as well. And then he can check and take the paladin at some point if I'm not careful. Okay, if he goes here, my paladin can go here at the moment, because then the knight is here, but he can always attack it with the X-Man. Okay, if I take here, if he moves the X-Man forward, I can take it, because he cannot afford to lose the bishop anymore. So bishop takes, ninja takes is winning for me, moral wise. If he goes here, I have paladin going here. I think it covers everything, right? And he needs to move back again, I guess. Or a knight going here is also looking good. Where can this guy go? Yeah, this all's covered. My time, okay, my time is still there. So scary. Okay, the knight going here, it looks pretty good because it covers everything as well. The knight is not protected. Okay, if he goes back here. Dang. Paladin here maybe was easier then. I didn't see that the knight is not protected. Okay, I can move this paladin backwards. If he attacks it with the bishop, he's not really attacking it because he cannot lose his bishop. Doesn't have enough moral points. If he goes back here, yeah, I have to go here. Okay, so I need to move the knight again, probably, or move the paladin backwards, which is not a bad idea, since he cannot attack it with the bishop anymore. Now it just goes back. But wait, then he can attack it with the no. If he attacks it with the X-Men, I can take it because of the moral decay that is. Does he have some last hit thing? I can take the X-Men in the end. Can I just go away with the king and get out of those kinds of attacks? If I go here, check goes here, then he doesn't have a check anymore. Let's just do that. The bishop. I forgot to think of the bishop. Oh, I forgot about the bishop. Check, I cannot go here. Okay, but I can go here, and the only check he has is here, and then I can go here. I almost moved my king there. I forgot about the bishop. Okay, if it checks me here, now I can go to the left. I believe he doesn't have any checks anymore. I can take here next. If it takes with the X-Men, I take, it's winning. 6. 6 points. 2, yes. This will end the game. If Ninja goes back here, yeah, I can always take this X-Men. It's winning, right? Who wants to give the check here? Is it? This is winning, right? I hope I don't miscalculate here. Yes. He lost 3 moral points there. So next, yeah. GG, he says, and I also say GG. Right? Don't tell me it's wrong. Okay. So, good game. Very interesting game. It's a slow game, as always in this tournament, I guess. Yeah, the only problem I had was this. I always in the early game have little space. My opponent will push his minions. I am afraid of pushing my X-Men because I don't want to trade it with the pawns, but it turns out that I think you have to push it so that you have some space. And, because if the pawn attacks you, you can still go forward. Then the pawn is going to be stuck there. Maybe we will lose 1 or 2 exchanges, but if we can win 1 or 2 pawns, then it's a good exchange. Maybe, so I will try to do that in the next round. So thank you for watching. Hope we see it again in round 3 of the Certain Pieces tournament. Bye bye.